Dear students, you might have noticed when you walk with your father or your friend, so you find that your father is moving ahead of you and you are finding difficult to match with him. That means what you say, your father is moving faster. So, and you are moving slower. Similarly, it may be the case with your friend and you that you are moving faster and your friend is moving slower. So, what is this faster and slower? That is the speed. So, we can say the speed of your father is higher than your speed. Similarly, your speed was higher than or more than the speed of your friend. So how to define this speed? So speed may be defined as that the distance you are traveling in a certain interval of time, then see the distance traveled by your father in the same interval of time, and then you can compare that he is faster. That means he is covering more distance than you. So that is why you are able to see that your father is moving faster than you. So exactly what should be the time interval then to define it? And it is always better to have this interval as unity. As you ask in the market, the rate is always for unity and a 1. So here, if you try to find out the distance traveled by you in 1 second or in 1 hour, and the distance traveled by your father in 1 second or in 1 hour, then you will find the speed of your father as well as yourself. And then you can compare whose speed is more and whose speed is less. So speed may be defined as distance traveled per unit time. So speed is distance traveled per unit time. Per unit time. That means it may be distance traveled in 1 second, it may be distance traveled in 1 hour. So that means we can have the formula speed equals to distance, or you can say it is always distance traveled upon time taken. And what will be the unit? And its unit will be distance is meter and time is second, or if it is kilometer oblique hour. So these may be the unit. This is the SI unit. CGS is centimeter per second. So the speed is distance traveled per unit time. Now we can try to define uniform speed. When you will call uniform speed, or a person is moving with uniform speed, when you call, or which speed will be called uniform speed? It is very clear from the word uniform. Uniform means constant, same. Means if you are traveling 5 meters in 1 second, then in next 1 second you are again traveling 5 meters, in further next second you are traveling 5 meters, then we can say that you are moving, or your motion is uniform motion. Means your speed is uniform or constant because you are moving same distance in equal intervals of time. So uniform speed may be defined as when a body covers equal distance in equal intervals of time, then the speed of the body is said to be uniform speed, and the motion of the body is called uniform motion. So uniform speed means equal distance in equal intervals of time. Suppose it is 0 meter, then it is 10 meter, then it is 20 meter, then 30 meter, then 40 meter, and it is 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, and 4 second. So in 1 second it is traveling 10 meter, in another 1 second it is traveling 20 minus 10 is 10 meter, again in third second it is traveling 30 minus 20, that is 10 meter, and in fourth second it is 40 minus 30, that is again 10 meter. So the body is covering equal distance in equal intervals of time. So the speed is called uniform speed. If you try to draw the graph, distance time graph, so if it is the distance and this is the time, it is 0, the origin, it is 1 second, 2 second, 3 second, and 4 second. If you are calling it 10 meter, then it is 20, then this is 30, and then this is 40. So in 1 second it is traveling 10 meter, in further 1 second it is traveling 10 meter, then in third second it is also traveling 10 meter, and then in fourth second it is also traveling 10 meter. So you will get a straight line. So if the graph between distance and time, this time will be in second and distance is in meter, as is the case here, we have taken the example. So for uniform speed, the distance time graph is a straight line. Now tell me, which graph is showing uniform speed? The first one, second one, third one, and the fourth one. This is D and this is T. So out of these graphs, which one is showing uniform speed and which one is not a uniform speed? You will write in the comment box, and those students, especially the government school students, who will give the correct answer at the earliest, first who will answer the quickest one will get the prize. In comment box you have to write the answer, and the earliest one will get the prize. Now we'll discuss non-uniform speed. When you say the body is moving with non-uniform speed, as the word itself, non-uniform, means which is not constant throughout. That means if a person or a body is moving 10 meter in 1 second, and in the next second he moves 12 meter, that means 22 meter here, and then he moves further 15 meter, 3 seconds, and then 20 meters, 10 meter, then 12, then 15 will be 37 meters, and then 20 meters or 16 meters you can say, or 16 meters, then it will be 53 meters. So this is the 4th second. So what you observe here, in the first second he is traveling less distance, in the second he is covering 12 meters, that will be more than the first one, then further, that means in every 1 second he is not having the same distance, he is covering more and more distances, means he is in a hurry, so he is speeding up. When you become late for the school, then what you do? You start running, and when you reach to the closer to the school, then you run more faster, looking that you are becoming more and more late. So that means you are not moving with uniform speed. That means this time your motion is non-uniform motion and your speed is non-uniform speed. So how we can define? We can define here, if a body covers unequal distance in equal intervals of time. Mind it, unequal distance in unequal interval of time is not there. If you keep the unequal interval of time, then it cannot be defined well. So what is there? One factor you have to keep constant. As in the case of the uniform speed, the time interval was fixed. So here you have to take the same time interval and check how much distances are being covered in these intervals of time. So here we see that the body is covering unequal distances in equal intervals of time. So if a body covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time, then we can say, or we say, that the speed of the body is non-uniform speed and the motion of the body is non-uniform motion. If you try to draw the graph, so it is 1 second, it is suppose 10 meter, in next 1 second it is moving not 10 but more than 10, so somewhere here. In next 1 second he is moving, this is 30, then more than this it is moving somewhere here, that means the point is going this. So you don't have a straight line, you have a curve like this, and you will get, and in this second you will get further. So whenever the graph is a curve, then we can say, or we'll say, that the body is moving with non-uniform speed. This curve may not be only this side or again or every time, it may be like this also. Means what is happening? Here the body is speeding up, running faster and faster, and here initially the body was moving faster, and slowly and gradually it is moving slower and slower. That means here the speed is decreasing and here the speed is increasing. Mind it. In case of uniform speed, there is no increase or decrease in speed, but in non-uniform speed, speed may increase or speed may decrease So I think it's very clear. Once we will just repeat. Uniform speed, or first of all, speed is the distance traveled per unit time. Unit is meter per second or kilometer per hour. Uniform speed means when a body covers equal distance in equal intervals of time, then we say the speed of the body is uniform speed and the motion is uniform motion. The graph between distance time, or you can say distance time graph for uniform speed, is always a straight line. There is no doubt. The second case is non-uniform speed. So if a body does not cover equal distance in equal intervals of time, then the body is said to have non-uniform speed. You can define this way also. Or if a body covers unequal distances in equal intervals of time, then the body is said to have non-uniform speed, or its motion is called non-uniform motion. So in case of the non-uniform motion, the distance time graph will be always a curve. It may be this way, it may be that way, but it should be non-linear, means it must be not a straight line, but it must be a curve.